Afternoon Drive with Chris Walker.
Yeah, that's right. Chris Walker back with you again with an old friend of the station. Want to welcome back Trevor Boland. Trevor, thanks for joining us again, man.
Thanks for having me.
It's a couple of days late. We've had, I'm not joking, we've
Better
had
late than never.
2, maybe 3 dozen messages saying, where's your best buddy of the week?
I seen
Where's
the
your best
email,
buddy?
right? The SPCA is like, come on, we've been waiting for it. We've been looking for it.
We've been waiting for it all week, man. Best time of the week.
Better late than never.
Sure. Let's go with that. Let's talk about the Bone and Biscuit Best Buddy. For someone who doesn't know what this is all about, Trevor, why don't you fill them in?
This, of course, is our chance to feature some of the local pets that are up for adoption. We're working with the SPCA in this segment, and of course, Moose Media, Moose FM, Bone and Biscuit, you and I mean, everybody's all in on this, and we are adopting animals. I mean, you and I aren't literally signing the adoption papers.
I mean, wait until you see the one today, because I was tempted, but that's a different story. We'll get there.
Today's. I mean, we're gonna get into her, but last week's. I mean, we had the buds on last week.
We did.
So 4 puppies. I mean, they were all over social media the week before. We featured them last week in this segment, and 2 of them have been adopted.
Which, I mean, as far as success stories go, you could not ask for better.
No, man.
Right?
Out of 4, I mean, you got to think we've adopted everybody we've had on the show is in a home.
Little Hardy,
Ophelia, right? Now we've got 2 of the buds.
2 of the buds.
2
Let's
to go.
show off the 2 that they still have. Okay, I'm going to take our name off. And we'll show Rosebud first.
Let's show Rosebud first. And, of course, for those of you listening on the radio, I'm sorry you're not going to see it, but if you check out the Moose Media page, you check out the Bone and Biscuit page, the SPCA shares it. It is everywhere.
It's also worth mentioning, because I do keep forgetting this, if you're sitting at work and you're bored and you have the ability, moosefm.ca/live, you can watch any of these interviews live at any time.
That's
so,
awesome.
I mean, you can see, I think there's like a 2-second delay.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Or pull over. If you're driving right now, you know, or just stop wherever you are in the middle of traffic. They'll understand this is important. They'll go around and check out the 2 babies. So 2 of them have been adopted. 2 of them are available and at the SPCA. So they are on the screen right now. So if you're checking in later, if you're watching us right now, those babies are up for adoption at the SPCA.
Rosebud is one. She is so sweet. And then Buddha, the other of the buddies. Both of those currently up for adoption. They're looking for their forever homes. And again, any and all interest, please go to the SPCA. They are waiting patiently by the phone for you to call.
Absolutely. And then we have another pup on today. So it's going to be tough, but so we're going to have 3. We're going to ask that somebody adopt all 3 of these, and we'd prefer you do it today. We are introducing this week's best buddy. This is Honey. Honey is approximately 1 year old. She is a Husky Shepherd cross. She's a sweet and affectionate dog looking for her forever home. Honey is a wonderful companion who has a heart full of love and passion for adventure. She thrives in an active environment and would absolutely love to join you on hikes and long walks. While Honey is playful and loving, she does struggle with separation anxiety, which I have an Australian Shepherd, so I can help you with that because she has the same thing. When left alone, she vocalizes, may be destructive. But again, that's something that you can work with her on. It's important that her new family helps her feel secure and gradually, gets her to being alone in the home. Keeping her active, mentally stimulated through playtime training and interactive toys is beneficial to easing her anxiety. She has a rewarding behavior. You can help build the confidence she needs. She needs a home. She needs somebody to learn from and live with. And I think you'll see some of those anxieties go away. Honey enjoys the company of other dogs, which is fantastic. So if you've got one at home and you've been thinking about a second dog, Honey is available, good with dogs. She's sociable. She will thrive in that environment where she can bond with you, the other pets. And you know what? I mean, even today, take her home and have a little bit of time with her after you do your application. So if you're looking for a loyal companion ready to embark on exciting adventures with you, Honey would make the perfect match. With a little patience and love, she is sure to blossom into a well-adjusted and happy family member.
I was actually chatting with a listener while we were out grocery shopping. As weird as this is, get people approach me all the time. Hey, you're that guy who hangs out with Trevor, right?
Do you admit to that, or do you deny it?
No, I usually deny it. I don't want to be affiliated.
You're like,
whatsoever.
I'm paid to hang out with that guy.
Yeah, that's it. I had somebody ask what the turnover time is from application to adoption. I want to remind you that we did this last Tuesday.
Yeah.
It is Thursday, and
They're
2 of
in
those
homes.
dogs are in their homes. It is not that big a turnover time.
No.
It's not like you're waiting for weeks or months. And I mean, this sweet girl, I got to bring her up one more time. This picture makes me melt.
And keep in mind, I mean, you're not walking in and they're like, here, have the dog. Right? There's the application process. There is a bit of an in-home process so that you and Honey are secure, or whoever it is, even if it's two of the other ones that we had on last week. But you know what? The SPCA, they are such a great team. Absolutely love them down there. The new manager for the area, she has been with them. What did she tell us that? I think she told us that day was like 13 years or something, right?
Yeah.
So she, and she's not, I mean, she's not old. Like she is full of passion. So, you know, I think her passion gives us passion. The team at the Bone and Biscuit here in Fort St. John down at the Gateway Plaza, they are fully set up to ensure that, you know, if you bring down Honey, bring down your adoption papers, they're going to get you set up with some food, some toys to make that transition easy. And regardless, you know, I mean, the SPCA is great because if the team there calls them, finds out what the existing food is, if there's any restrictions or conditions, and they will match you up with the perfect combination of what's needed for your new pup.
And I do want to give a shout out to the Bone and Biscuit staff as well, because we were talking about such a great team down at the SPCA. Absolutely. But the Bone and Biscuit, I mean, these guys are well-trained, well-versed. If you have certain dietary needs, if there are certain things that you need, there are, for those who don't know as well, for a dog like Honey, where she needs that mental stimulation, you have like problem-solving and puzzle toys that dogs can actually play with, and they get a little treat at the end. But like, that's the type of stimulation they need.
Absolutely.
It's these little things, not just taking them out and going for a walk. Yes, of course, with any dog, there's that. But if maybe you've never had a dog like this, go and speak with the SPCA.
Or never had a dog at all.
Or never had a dog at all, of course. Go speak with the SPCA. Go chat with the folks at the Bone and Biscuit. They'll be able to show you how these toys work, what to expect, and what kind of care these dogs would need. And they will walk you through it as well.
They are fully trained. They work very closely with the SPCA and of course, I mean, all of the rescues in the region. But I think number one is find it in your heart. If you think your spouse is going to say no, don't tell them. Right? And from there, meet up with a great team at the SPCA, go down and meet the pups, fill out an application, spend those couple days, together. I honestly, I hate seeing nothing more than dogs without a home. And I mean, I know circumstances happen and I'm understandable of that. And I think, Chris, we've talked about it, that if the goal of this show is just to even get people thinking about adoptions over buying or bringing in or all these different things, when you've got pups like the Buds, I mean, those are puppies. You do not need to go out and spend thousands of dollars on a puppy to have them in your home and already with the family. Honey is 1 year old, so no better time, right? The house training's already started and been, you know what I mean? So there's already this stuff done. You take her and they will change immediately the minute they could become part of your family, right?
Yeah.
The anxieties melt away. A lot of their fear and maybe timidness and shyness start to melt away because they're loved. Everybody and anybody and every pup and every cat, all they want to be is loved. And we want to make sure that we can put these animals in your loving care by introducing you to them.
Trevor, is there anything else that we're missing, whether it be about Honey, the Bone and Biscuit, or the SPCA before we sign off this week?
No, I think, you know what, for those listening, thank you for tuning in. For those that are going to watch us later, you know what, get more information if you want. I mean, you can literally ask right from the post. The SPCA is great. They're sharing all of these as well so that we all have the same hope here. And I think that's the biggest thing. And I think that's why people stop you and say, you're friends with that Trevor guy. Right. Even though you don't want to admit it, it's like, you know what, we may be onto something good. And I think that it is working, and let's keep doing this.
Something else that I really should push, whether you see this on the Moose Media page, the Fort St. John Today page, the YouTube page, the Bone and Biscuit page, like, follow, but most importantly, share. Right. That's the world that we're in, right? I mean, don't just keep this to yourself. No. We want you to share it because maybe you're not the home, but a good friend of yours is. Yeah. Maybe that's how Honey finds her home. Maybe that's how Rosebud and Buddha find their homes.
And not even here. You're sharing it. You may have friends in other areas. They can adopt from our SPCA, right? And even from there, even friends seeing it in your regions, maybe other SPCAs are going to see it. Maybe this is going to start to take on, because you know what I'm going to tell you, it blows my mind on the success we've had with the show and these being adopted, right? I when we started this and you and I were first in discussion of this, I thought, what if we do this and pets don't get adopted?
Yeah.
And I don't know why I thought about that, because so far I think we're winning this game right now.
We're 5 out of 7 right now, I think, have found their homes. And I mean, hopefully, well, I guess technically out of 8, now that we've shown off Honey, Hopefully we come back next week on Tuesday
And
at
all
3:40 and tell you, don't worry, everybody's found their home.
They're in your home. They're in your home. They've got their food. The team at the Bone and Biscuits helped them. The SPCA's worked through all the little kinks and paperwork, and we will then get to brag about you and hopefully share your picture next week with your new best buddy.
I can't wait. Trevor, thank you so much for coming in, man. Like we said, better late than never. Let's make sure that Honey, Rosebud, and Little Buddha